Well, it's working. The RPMs are still pinned, so I gotta figure that out. Heated grips would be nice. And that, yeah, that brake lever is too tall. I need to move it forward a little bit, loosen these up and drop that back. But there's tons of power. It's definitely not as, I don't have a turn signal. Forget about that. It's definitely not as, one, two. Oh yeah, it's not a recluse. almost locked at the rear. It's not a recluse. Oh my god, that thing is, it's got some power. I actually forgot. It's weird. My Husky's a single, but it does not have that. It's just a different kind of engine. I had a 500 RRS, and this feels very similar to that. I think the 500 probably had a lot more top end power, but man, it feels good to be back on a proper dirt bike. Yeah, this is nice. And the BBS switches work. Sorry, BBS one. Yeah, the motor-minded bomber switches work. They look good too. I think I need to angle this. So this is the high power. This is the low power. There's a map there. Trail takes a good angle. I'm good with that. And fuel light is on. This is only 441 total miles. I don't know. Supposedly it was 6,000 when I bought it. The guy said around 6,000. So I have no idea. I really could use a steering stabilizer too. I think I could really use one. It's done. It's finally done. Well, I gotta replace the frame eventually, but it's done. Yeah, so Beta 390 Race Edition 2018. Bought it from Harry in June for $4,000. And then for $850 and a $750 more, I bought the Trailtech Voyager Pro and the Recluse. And then I proceeded to put I have an Excel spreadsheet I'll put a separate video up. I think $4,000 in parts into it. Well, I say 4,000. It was about 1,500 to 1,750 just for the suspension, the rear shock and the front shock getting revalved, serviced, and resprung with the X-Trig. The second biggest expense was probably the drive line, which I didn't plan on doing initially. So that was front and rear brakes, brake pads, refurbishing the brake calipers, new chain and sprockets, as well as chain, guides and guards and such. So all that really contributed a lot of the cash that I wasn't planning on spending. Initially, it was just plastics, guards, $350 for the headlight. The seat was going to be $200. Tank bag was $250. That kind of stuff. And then I had to replace the whole drive system, and that's really what contributed the most to the money. But yeah, they are new race edition plastics, new Cerebus handguards, new waffle grips, new ASV levers. I discovered that my start switch wasn't working, so I had to buy the Moto-Minded Bomber switch, which is a start. They had this in stock too, so I also grabbed this switch, which I'll add some turn signals later, but these two do work. Double take mirrors, of course. Trail Tech came with it, which is nice. The IMS 4-gallon tank came with it. The bulletproof radiator guards came with it. I had to buy, you know, stuff like the license plate holder and stuff had to come in. I have size 13 shoes, so I bought extended brake tips, as well as shifter for Hammerhead. So new Hammerhead equipment. I added in only thing I own here from China, directly from China, is this nice CNC shark fin tooth for the rear brake that I added. But radiators are pretty beat up. They do work, but they have a bulletproof guard on them now. But I am going to, over the winter time, mail them off for refurbishment to a shop out of Salt Lake City, Utah. They'll refurbish those. I'll also be doing the FMF header and exhaust on here. And then finally in the wintertime, replacing the frame. And then it'll be a proper woods bike for, you know, whatever I want it to be. Yeah, but, you know, I had to replace the brake line and the speed sensor cable and add the magnet back in. Just a whole bunch of stuff I had to do that, you know, wasn't really planning on doing, but it came out really well. There's only one remaining problem, big problem, which is the fuel light still is on, so I don't know where the fuel is. I need to ask Harry how many miles he gets to a tank. I'm gonna assume 150 is probably a safe space to get gas, but and I do want to add like a little tail bag at some point to this thing, just for tubes and first aid kit and patch kit and inflator, etc. But yeah, it's done. Feels good to be done. I know I'm gonna get it dirty this week riding in the woods, so I wanted to make sure I got one last video of it clean before that happened. But what a beautiful bike, and you know, it's just gorgeous. It's just a gorgeous motorcycle. I prefer the 2016 to 2019 designs to the 2020 and newer models. But let's be honest, I'll probably eventually get a new Beta and build it out to spec. But you know, for the first 5, 6, 7 years of Matilda's life, I wanted a dirt bike, and I didn't have what was about 16, 17 grand to spend to build it up like this. And so this is this works for me. This is going to be expensive soon, so I want to have something to play on, but you know, don't have the money to buy a new one right now. Okay, thanks for watching. I'm gonna take some photos and then go out for a ride. Ride safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the series. I know this was not a typical Adam series of just doing a bunch of these videos, you know, back to back, but honestly, it was just because I had so many things to do, and I knew that each individual video was not going to make me any money. Like, I did the tank bag and I did the switches because I knew those would, but like, you know, stapling a seat concept seat or replacing a chain or installing hand grips, I just didn't think I was going to do well from a financial perspective. So I just didn't want to bombard you guys with 45 videos. I did 13 instead. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. And this has been the Beta 390 race edition build. It's been fun. Oh, and a Recluse. There's a lot to do actually left over, but it's wintertime stuff. So wintertime radiators will get replaced, exhaust will get replaced, Recluse will get installed, the frame will get replaced. So there's still about $2,000 worth of work to do to it, and then it will actually be done at that point.